Welcome to CryptoReleases.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host Nick, and I'm back for a follow-up video from the previous one, which is on the Drip.Community garden, in which you're accumulating Drip BUSD LP tokens to put them into what was eventually launching, and now here it is. It has officially released, and it's a perfect time for you guys to enter. That's why I'm delivering this video to you now, because I know how the hype often builds up the prices of these things, and people often get in at the exact wrong moment. Well, now the price of pigs and dogs, and who would have thought we would have been talking about pigs and dogs when it came to real money and wealth generation, but here we are, and I'm about to explain to you exactly what's going on with the ANIMAL.Farm. It has officially launched and arrived. So this article has gone live on CryptoReleases.com, and essentially it talks about how this first deflationary, fully decentralized ownership yield farm lending protocol is being owned by the participants. So the ANIMAL.Farm tokenomics are twofold. There's two core liquidity pools. One is the pig and one is the dog. You earn pigs by staking the dogs, and there's also the different farms. One of the best performing farms right now is the Drip BUSD LP token, in which you are paid out in pigs, which are worth real money each and every day. That then when you have your pigs, they can be staked in the pig pen, which for some reason isn't loading right now. Must be some kind of delay in that, but I can go ahead and explain to you guys exactly what's going on. So basically, in the fun story that mirrors George Orwell's novel, if you come here, you can see you can actually play George Orwell's 1984.
ANIMAL.FARM by George Orwell.
Kind of fun on the site there. So basically, if you had the Rev token, you could trade it in for these pig tokens. But by now, the pigs have risen up and had a revolution in this little DeFi game narrative mirroring George Orwell's Animal Farm. And now the pigs own the farm. So the owners of pigs actually own this platform, this DeFi protocol platform known as TheAnimal.Farm. And they are paid out in BUSD, Binance Smart Chain stablecoin, each and every day. So the utility of pigs is that you own the farm and you get paid a certain percentage of the taxes and dividends that are earned by this entire platform. The utility of dogs, who are the pigs' loyal servants, is you stake the dogs in the core pools to earn more pigs. So as you can see, there's this game developing in which there'll be this long-term accumulation of assets, and we'll talk more about that a little later. So this shows you the dynamic interest rate, the dynamic emission rate, whereas just everything that Forex Shark touches, and we'll talk about the devs of this in a second, tends to be more stable and more well thought out, quite frankly, and more sustainable than other DeFi protocols, such as your fast money, fast BUSD, these things that pay out such a high percentage APR that they are essentially a glorified rug pull in and of themselves. And the people who get in early make all the money, and the people who get in late are left holding the bag. Well, this is the exact opposite. This is meant to be a long-term play. So as you can see, as price action evolves, price starts going down, well, the emission rate goes down. Price action recovers, emission rate recovers. So it creates a steady, stable stream of dividends for the owners of this protocol. So also pigs will have full governance voting rights. That's a different aspect of the utility for the pig token. And then the pig stakers also participate in a system in which the collateral staked on the platform is rehypothecated to PancakeSwap's lending protocol to earn additional yield that the treasury then uses to buy back both pigs and dogs and burn them, building in a deflationary mechanism, which if you're in the world of DeFi, tokenomics is the new buzzword. People are starting to understand that tokens have to be deflationary or at least stable in order to maintain and grow their value, unlike the US dollar. So millions of BUSD rewards already in the vault are ready to pay out the high yield, and they will be buying dogs and pigs off the market to lower that circulation. So who are these brilliant devs? Well, as I discussed in the previous article video on the Drip Garden, Forex Shark is the name of the chief developer of this. And everything he does seems to be pushing the boundaries of these sustainable high yield percentage APR DeFi protocols. So it's been audited by RugDoc and Paladin. Those are both top names, so you know that this thing is safe. The launch of Animal Farm was quite suspenseful. It took all day. And the prices, quite frankly, shot way up. And if people who bought in on that day, they bought in a little early, in my opinion. I should take my own advice more often. But that's why I'm delivering this video to you guys now. It is a perfect time to go ahead and get started on the Animal Farm. And that the way that it was paused and delayed, it really did show that the devs are so concerned about creating a sustainable, protecting the dignity of the money of their investors. They were getting rid of bots who were sniping the price. And that's what made it take all day. So now that it's launched, and you guys were all still very early to this is actually a perfect time to enter. How do we get farming? Well, let's go ahead and discuss that real quick. Right now, the best performing farms are numerous. As I showed you, that Drip.BUSD LP token is doing well. All of these APRs are changing day by day. There's also the pools. So it eliminates a lot of risk when you're not creating a liquidity pool token, because you can suffer impermanent loss when one of those assets changes relative to the other. All you're doing here, for example, is just staking Ethereum and earning 281.39% APR in the form of dogs, as you can see there, that can be sold for money, or staked in the dog core pool, which earns you more pigs, which gets you back in the pig pen, earning your BUSD daily payouts by being an owner of this system. So, it's crazy to think that here we are talking about 283% APRs, and the traditional financial system offers us about 0.05% APR or 0.01%. So, perhaps this is a revolution. But what's the best strategy? Not financial advice. This is simply what I'm doing and my strategy. That's all I can offer you. But those who play the long game, those who see that with patience you can be like the super wealthy, who they do not build and protect their wealth through selling their assets. They accumulate and then leverage their assets and live off the dividends. And the Animal Farm has given us the power to do exactly that, to be like the super wealthy, just to patiently compound our rewards, restake them, accumulate a great asset with the stability of these new DeFi protocols that Forex Shark is developing, and be like the super wealthy, to build up eventually a stable passive income in which you accumulate your assets and live off the dividends like the super wealthy. So how do we get started? Well, you can go ahead and click on the link to the article in the description of this video. It will take you right here, where all these links will be very conveniently in the same place. If you want to support the Crypto Releases channel, go ahead and click that link. It's simply the affiliate version of the same link that can get you started. And you can hop on right over here to the Animal Farm, and you can create your LP tokens, say from the Drip Garden that we talked about in the last video. You can go ahead and start compounding these plants. As you can see, I've already grown more plants since the last video. You can take those LP tokens and come over here to the farms and go ahead and just stake your LP tokens right there. Start earning pigs directly that way. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this, and I'll do a follow-up video on the strategies because it is a little bit complex, and there's a lot of different ways that you could go after this. But right now, pigs, so most people who got in on launch day actually bought them for about $500 or $600. Some people as high as $800. So as you can see, pigs are a bargain right now. It's a great time to get involved. And if you like staying ahead of the game like this, crypto, metaverse, and now DeFi, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell, because that's how you stay informed when I am. And I will see you guys next time on Crypto Releases.